Class 3 over the 1,600 metres. We're back on the turf for the third, headed by Calculation. John Size and Joe Moreira from barrier 6. Expect him to roll to the front. Golden Sun tries the course and distance for the first time, as does Diamond Dragon, getting up in trip. Smiling Pride, just his fourth start, yet to place. Agree goes up in class for his last start win. Everest was a massive price when a course and distance winner last start. And General Dino gets up in trip as well, should suit him.
Yeah, we were talking about the previous race lacking a leader or two. Well, apart from Calculation, there's not a huge amount of opposition up front, so the aforementioned Calculation should go forward here. Everest is in winning form. Agree gets another lovely gate. Golden Sun up in trip as well. He's an interesting contender, but I think it all, as far as the leader's concerned, points to Calculation.
Diamond Dragon is another one that's stepping up in trip as well, and the way he finishes off his races, you think a mile will be absolutely ideal for him. He's a horse who's been racing well, and he looks okay, so no problems with him if you do like Diamond Dragon. Barrier 2, National Ruler aboard. Here's a second bit too, just to show that he's been pretty consistent in his two pieces there. It's both been not too bad with a Diamond Dragon. Just an even sectional there to finish off for him. General Dino down the bottom, he's the second one we'll look at. His work's been pretty good as well. Another one that'll appreciate the trip back up to 1,600. Has raced over it before, but wasn't too much track work to show for that particular race.
All right, barrier 3 for him, so he should get to find himself a spot on the rail. A couple of last start winners in the field. We'll start with Agree. Tommy Berry in the saddle here, but on the back of this, he's got a good draw, Barry 1, but he is back up to a class he's yet to score in.
Yeah, but I thought this was a pretty decent effort. He was 3 wide most of the way. He's sort of really stuck to the task pretty well. A couple of times prior to this, he'd been a little bit unlucky in the run as well. He got stuck sort of on the back of a pretty strong pace and it sort of faded rather tamely. But I thought this was a pretty good effort. And back to gate 1, we should get a nice run through the race. I think he'll go pretty well. I've got him in the numbers, definitely.
Yeah, he's a little bit unreliable for me, so that's why he didn't make it. But
right.
It was a strong win, you're right.
OK, Everest was the last start winner as well. Went round at massive odds. Matthew Poon in the saddle. What price was he? $58?
Yep.
Beating the American horse, Markula. It's a big first fall, this one, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was huge. It was a good run from him. Now, the blinkers had gone on for the first time, and the blinkers really sharpened him up. Now, he's up in trip, so he's going to come into this grade. But with Matthew Poon taking 7 pounds off, he's going to have 110 pounds on his back. I don't think this is a strong class 3, so I'll give him another chance. I've got him in the numbers.
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers as well. He was a pretty consistent horse when he first started. Then he went off the boil a little bit, but as Paul said, once he put those blinkers on, it's reignited his career, and I think you've got to have him in.
All right, OK. Calculation, the next one we see, who was beaten by Diamond Dragon. When going back 3 starts for Diamond Dragon, this is how Calculation's been warming up for Saturday.
Well, it was a very eye-catching trial, there's no doubt about it, and given the way the race could well be run on Saturday afternoon, this fella is going to be probably pretty tricky to pass. Joe Moreira aboard, he was on for the trial as well. Lockheed finishing in second, who's no mug, and some pretty decent horses in behind as well. I mean, yeah, he's not going to be much of a price, but he's clearly in rude health. Yeah,
I've got him on top. I don't think it's a strong race. Does have to lump around 133, which I can do, but I wouldn't be taking $1.90.
No, it does seem particularly short, doesn't it, at this even early stage. So you're still with him on top?
Yeah, I've got to put him on top, but I'll be backing around exotics. So I just think $1.90 is too short for him. So yeah, he's on top from Everest. He's come up at a good price again earlier on. He's still double figures. Those blinkers seem to have sharpened him up. Diamond Dino, another one at double figures, as is General Dino, sorry, and Diamond Dragon for 4th, who's double figures as well. So I'd be sort of taking exotics around those 3 with Calculation.
Yeah, the same comments apply really as far as Calculation goes. He's by far the most likely winner of the race in terms of his form and the way the race will probably pan out tactically, but I wouldn't advocate a big bet on at that sort of a price. Agree, I think, will go well. Everest has definitely improved. Golden Sun, I think, is interesting up in trip. Of course, he sprang that big surprise over 1,200 3 starts ago. As far as breeding goes, he'll definitely improve for the step up. He's run a couple of good races at 1650 at Happy Valley as well. I think he'll go in. As far as the best play on this particular race, I reckon an each-way bet on Everest, and you'll not go too far wrong.
All right, OK. I'm with Calculation as well, but just check out Smiling Pride as well if you get a second. I didn't mind his last start effort. Wide gate for Keith Young.